Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some DIY gift ideas using my Glowforge Aura. If you're not familiar with this craft machine, let me give you a brief overview of what it does. The Glowforge Aura is the first ever craft laser from Glowforge. It works with hundreds of materials, it can cut up to a 1/4 inch thick and engrave thicker ones when the cutting tray is removed. I've had mine for quite a few months now and I've been loving being able to cut acrylic, plywood, cardstock, felt, and so much more. It has a feature called Aura Vision, which is this camera right under the lid. It allows you to perfectly position your designs onto your materials with the live camera preview. It just makes the process so much easier. Now for ventilation, you have two options. You can either vent through a window using the hose that is included with your craft machine, or you can invest in a personal air filter. This compact device allows you to use the Glowforge Aura safely in craft spaces without any nearby windows. It takes up very little space and it's easy to set up. Glowforge Proofgrade materials are premium quality materials designed to work with your Glowforge printer. They come in a variety of materials and are pre-tested to ensure the best possible results. Each sheet has a QR code that when scanned provides the printer with the material settings needed to cut and engrave. Now let's jump right into the video. In this first DIY, I'll show you how to create an earring stand using acrylic and plywood. I started by downloading the SVG file onto the Glowforge app. Then I placed the acrylic sheet in the printer and adjusted the position of the element to fit as close as possible to the edge of the sheet. I moved the rest of the elements to the side as I plan to use plywood for those parts. After ensuring that the QR code detected the correct material, I set the printer to cut and press print. I then let the Glowforge do its job. Once the cutting was done, I removed the material and loaded the sheet of light cherry plywood. I went ahead and placed the other two elements on this material to cut. Now that we have cut out all of our pieces, we can remove the masking from both sides of each piece using duct tape. To complete the project, I assembled the three pieces together, which snapped right in. The result was a cute cloud earring stand that I can now give to a loved one. For my second project, I got a candle that had a wooden lid. I thought it would be perfect to personalize it by engraving someone's favorite quote or their initials. Since I wasn't using Proofgrade materials, I had to measure the thickness of the wooden lid with a caliper. To set the engraving settings, I clicked on Engrave and selected Unknown Material. Then I clicked where it says Use Uncertified Material and submitted the material's thickness. If your lid is thicker than a 1/4 inch, make sure to remove the cutting tray. I placed the lid into my Glowforge Aura and used the live camera feature to adjust the sizing. Next, I customized the settings by changing the power to 5, 160 lines per inch, and the speed to 80. After clicking print, the machine estimated that the project would take 40 minutes to engrave. This one will take a little bit longer due to its intricate design. I repeated the same process on the other side of the lid where I added the recipient's initial. This one only took 5 minutes. Once both sides were done, I placed the lid on the candle. The final results were amazing, and it still blows my mind how simple it is to create something like this using my Glowforge Aura. Next, I want to share with you how I customized a tote bag with Eco Heat Transfer Vinyl from Glowforge. Please note that this HTV is designed to be used with their laser printers only. To start, I grouped the design and adjusted the sizing to the biggest I could on this 12 by 12 inch sheet. As for the settings, I selected Score. This setting will cut through the iron-on vinyl instead of cutting through the carrier sheet, which would be difficult to puzzle back together. Then, on the right side of the screen, I clicked on Flip horizontally to mirror my image before cutting, and I continued to print. The laser cuts intricate designs very easily, and the small elements on this design came out perfectly. I was able to weed them in a couple of minutes. Now, to get started on the tote bag, I placed it on a heat pad and pressed it for a few seconds to remove any moisture from the fabric. Then I aligned my design onto the center of the tote bag and pressed it. I pressed mine in 4 different sections because my heat press was smaller than the design, and I wanted to make sure the image would get the same amount of heat. But once it cooled down, I removed the carrier sheet and placed a Teflon sheet over it. Then I pressed it one more time for a few seconds, and that was it. This next DIY is for all of the Swifties in your life. If they attended the Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert this year, I think they would love to receive this as a gift. I'm using light basswood plywood to cut and engrave the design. It says the year I saw the Eras Tour 2023, and it has a place to hold a friendship bracelet, which I thought it was super cute. I made sure that the lettering was set to engrave and the ornament outline to cut. This project only took 15 minutes to print. Once it's done, remove the masking with duct tape. You could either stop there or add some shimmer like I did using these small rhinestones. To finish it off, I added a ribbon and, of course, a friendship bracelet. For the 5th and last DIY, I'm going to show you how to make a blanket tag using faux leather. To design it, I simply added this SVG of a quote I created on Canva, then I added a square shape and centered it. Lastly, I added thin rectangles on all 4 sides of the square and made them long enough to fit my ribbon. I adjusted the length to about 2 inches. I set the outline of the shapes to cut and the lettering to engrave. By the way, you can also create this using plywood or acrylic, but I just decided to use faux leather for mine. I love how neat the cuts and engraving results came out on the faux leather sheet. I repeated the same process of removing the masking with duct tape. I think this simple touch can elevate the presentation of your gift. It's just a quick and easy idea if you want to remove the original tag and replace it for something more festive and cute. What do you think? I hope you found these DIY gift ideas helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the Glowforge Aura or the projects. Make sure to check out the description box for more information about the holiday sale Glowforge is having on their laser printers. You won't want to miss out on that. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time with a new DIY.